It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me.
Bruce?
You have learned to bury your guilt with anger. I will teach you to confront it and to face the truth. You know how to fight 6 men. We can teach you how to engage 600. You know how to disappear. We can teach you to become truly invisible.
Invisible?
Abhi!
Picked a bad time to get lost.
Ninja understands that invisibility is a matter of patience and agility. Always mind your surroundings. Ninjutsu employs explosive powders.
As weapons?
Or distractions. Theatricality and deception are powerful agents. You must become more than just a man in the mind of your opponent. You are ready to lead these men. You are ready to become a member of the League of Shadows. But first, you must demonstrate your commitment to justice.
I'm no executioner.
Your compassion is a weakness your enemies will not share.
That's why it's so important. It separates us from them.
You want to fight criminals? This man is a murderer.
This man should be tried.
By whom? Corrupt bureaucrats? Criminals mock society's laws.
I will go back to Gotham and I will fight men like this, but I will not become an executioner.
Bruce, please. What are you doing?
It was necessary, my friend.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dry Cereal, and today we're going to be celebrating Skyrim's almost 11-year anniversary, can you believe it, by taking on the criminal underworld as the Batman himself. But we're putting a little spin on the Batman mythos this time, and creating our own story of Bruce Wayne's origins in the town of Riften, by mashing together as much role-playing and Batman awesomeness as we can. Ridden with crime, paralyzed by fear of the Black-Briar family, Riften has become a breeding ground for suffering and injustice. But where the Dark Brotherhood might see a city too rotten to save, our Nordic Bruce Wayne will be trying everything that he can to return Riften to something of its former glory. We'll be taking the fight to Riften's most wanted, and some of its lesser-known seedier elements as well, to completely rid the city of its criminal underworld. This includes dismantling the Thieves Guild, sticking it to the Black-Briars wherever we can, and dealing with the illicit drug trade in Riften. Now, as you probably guessed from the intro, this run does have a few mods installed. Most of them are pretty basic, allowing for really just some cinematic stuff I wanted to show off, and there's a list in the description. But here are the main mods that actually change something significant in the game. You can't actually say no to the Thieves Guild in vanilla Skyrim, so we need the first mod to allow us to give them the business. Bruce Wayne might be a god among men, but he's no Dragonborn, so we do need to live another life to get us out of the intro sequence. Animated Wings allows us to glide as if we had a functional bat cape, and you really just can't be the Batman if you can't disappear into a cloud of bats. Now, as you might know, Skyrim has no way to knock out your opponents short of paralysis, and since I wanted to be, Batman, and not just a heavily armored illusion mage, I allowed myself to use only unarmed attacks and count any of those kills from stealth as being knockouts. I couldn't pass up those awesome finishers. Bruce Wayne cannot be seen doing Batman things, and Batman cannot be seen during the day. Never turn myself into the guards. Easy on paper, difficult in practice. This one requires a whole heck of a lot more than you'd actually imagine, particularly because horses and dogs can report your crimes and see you in pitch black darkness with level 100 stealth, but I digress. Anyway, here's Batman in Skyrim. Welcome to Honeyside Manor, where the Wayne family has called home for generations. Morning, Alfred. And it's thanks to upstanding figures such as Martha and Thomas Wayne that the city is even still standing after all these years. While the Waynes were tragically brought down by an arrow to each of their knees, their legacy lives on in their son and heir, Bruce, and his inheritance in Honeyside. Bruce is something of a recluse, though he can be seen sometimes wandering around town and handing out septums to the angry homeless man by the market. Bruce has only just returned to Riften after 7 years traveling Skyrim, honing his skills in the martial arts, while Honeyside was maintained by his trusty butler, who refuses to put a shirt on even though I tried to dress him up for this video.
I think I'd be seeing you again.
With Riften's favorite son back in the community, Bruce decides to look into the town's crippling drug addiction. Someone, somewhere, is supplying a steady flow of skooma into Riften, and it's destroying the local economy. No one seems too concerned about this issue except for the Jarl and her men. But after some conversing with the locals, we start to uncover some clues to the situation. Enter suspect number 1. Wujita. Now, Wujita's an addict, not the supplier. That's easy enough to see from her skooma mouth. A little coin to grease her pockets, and now we've got something to work with. With darkness quickly falling on Riften, it's time to get to work. Now, the game wants us to report the Skooma operation to the Jarl, and while that's all well and good, we work much better alone. So we've got 2 main objectives for the night. Number 1, steal the key to the Riften warehouse from the Jarl, and 2, take out the Skooma dealers, find the suppliers, and take the operation out permanently. First stop, Mistvale Keep. From our snooping during the day at the Jarl's fancy dinner parties, we know the Jarl is usually asleep by now. The perfect time to infiltrate her bedchamber and pickpocket the key. If we can make it inside, grab the key, and get back out without being detected, we should be in the clear to move on to the warehouse. With the key in hand, we make our way to the Riften docks, where Wujita has let slip the location of her nightly skooma pickups. The dealers must be pretty complacent by this point, because there's only a single guard posted on the docks. The key works, and we're inside with no issues.
Attacking armed thugs head-on is suicide. I need to disappear. Pick them off silently, one by one. They don't know where I am. Good. Let's keep it that way. That idiot. He's just made it easier for me to get in behind him.
Here we go!
With the dealers neutralized, we can head to the basement to see if we can uncover the source of the skooma in the rift. Jeez, it's much worse than we thought. They must be shipping moon sugar in from Morrowind as well. This is only going to get a lot worse if we don't make our move before the shipments are ready. Just as I suspected, they're moving drugs and shipments across the border, but now we have a name and a location, Crag's Lane Cavern. The Jarl would just get in the way if we brought this to her, and at best she's paid off by the Thieves Guild to look the other way. So we stashed the bodies to send a message to the other dealers and... Hold on. Someone's coming. Oh no. God damn it, Alfred.
You're not supposed to be in here.
There's no time to deal with Alfred's drug problems right now, but now we've got the location of the supplier's base, so we quickly make our way to Crag's Lane Cavern. Word of our assault on the warehouse obviously hasn't reached these guys yet, and they've only left one guard outside. Still, we don't want to give away the element of surprise, so we'll take this lone bandit out with some aerial justice.
It's a bad time to get off.
Into the cavern, and now we have another bandit to deal with at the front. The tight passageways of the cave won't let us sneak up behind him, but the Batman always comes prepared. A quick distraction, and he's down for the count. We're into the main operation now, and we'll have to be deathly efficient to take these guys out before they can group up. We send a flashbang spider into the middle of the room to knock out their guard dog and move in amongst the panic.
Nothing here after all.
These punks just don't get it. This isn't a drug den. It's an operating room. And I'm the surgeon. So we've successfully neutralized the flow of skooma into the city, and after making sure that there aren't any other clues to follow, it's time to head back to the Jarl and finally fill her in on what's been going on.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Mm-hmm. I know that. I'm Batman.
You're not supposed to be here.
No, that's the point. I'm Batman.
You're not supposed to be in here.
I feel like you're not hearing what I'm
I'm
saying.
not gonna warn you again. Get out or I'll call the guards.
But to stop the
You're not
skooma.
supposed to be in here. You should have listened. Guards!
Oh, crap.
Trespasser. You can stay, but you're not supposed to be here.
What?
That'll give Jericho something to think about for a few days, King.
Looks like it's just you and me, big man.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
I'd rather die than go to prison.
Then pay with your blood.
Peace! Excuse me. Nope, he's fine. He's fine. This isn't murder. Jeez. Well, we always knew the Jarl was kind of in on it, but whatever. We accomplished what we set out to do, and now Riften can sleep a little easier, knowing the streets have a little less skooma on them. You hear that, Alfred? No more skooma.
Didn't think I'd be seeing you again.
Shut up, Alfred. Very luckily, no one's noticed our handiwork from last night, and we're back to Mistvale Keep to keep up appearances as Bruce. No one would suspect the Bat to return to the scene of that brawl, so I think we're in the clear. Blah, 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 talking with high society.
Interested in what I'm doing. Amazing. Well,
I could feel you laughing behind my back.
What? But really, we were here to intercept Maven Black-Briar.
I have the
This is the first time we've met her,
the guards in my pocket.
and she's awful.
Anyone makes trouble for me, and I pay a visit to the Thieves Guild.
But she does decide to immediately give herself away and start bragging about her ins with the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood. I think it's about time we checked out her meadery. Everyone around town seems to walk on eggshells around the Black-Briars, and we're getting nowhere with talking to the locals. Wait, what is that?
Live for thousands of years. See into other people's thoughts.
Weird. Some kind of marking. Okay. Inside the meadery, and the staff seems pretty hesitant to talk about their boss, but Silver-Tongued Bruce isn't completely useless here.
Okay, look. If I'm caught saying anything bad about the meadery or the family, I'm a dead man.
The bartender hints at it, and this conveniently placed note confirms it. The Black-Briars are awful, and they're keeping Riften in their iron grip somehow. Since the staff won't talk about it, we'll have to do some snooping ourselves. Now, this is probably the riskiest thing that I did within my self-imposed rules for this playthrough, because getting caught snooping around as Bruce would be immediately game over. And all the NPCs in here have this really, really creepy sixth sense and always follow you around even though they can't see you. Yeah. With the staff hot on our heels, we have to keep moving on to try to stay undercover. But unfortunately, this basement is a completely dead end. And now I have to hide behind this barrel inches away from two friendly NPCs whose AI sort of kind of knows that I'm here. Right, that's right. Just keep walking. Okay. Move, 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 move. Oh, God. Why are they there? Okay, we'll just wait them out. Okay, enough of that. Since the two on the stairs won't move, the only way out is up. And you know what that means? It's time to stack some crap. First, I tried to climb the distilling tanks. Didn't work. Then, I tried the stack of crates in the corner. Many, many times. Another conveniently placed note. This one all but confirming what Maven said earlier. Maul is former Thieves Guild muscle, and Maven herself told us that she's in with them. So we've got our own confirmation now. Maven is in cahoots with the Thieves Guild and sucking the money and goodwill out of Riften. We need to see if there's anything we can do in the city to let the Black-Briars know that someone is coming for them. With no leads left to go on, we decided to check out the Bee and Barb Tavern and try to overhear something of use. As luck would have it, we're flagged down by a man named Louis Latrush, who's looking for someone to deliver a message to one Sibby Black-Briar. Sibby has been locked up in the Riften jail, and that's unusual seeing as he's actually Maven's son, and she would definitely have had to sign off on that order directly. Louis made a deal to purchase a breeding horse named Frost, but Sibby's gone back on that deal. Bruce can't get involved in this sort of thing, but good thing he knows some powerful friends who can. Damn it. The Jarl's finally posted some new men outside of the jail. We really can't take any more heat right now, but there are alternatives to fighting. Like this conveniently placed super secret sewer grate placed right outside of Riften's docks. Besides being filled with vermin,
Approach! Witness
these tunnels actually lead directly into the Riften jail through a hidden passageway. In all my years playing Skyrim, I had absolutely no idea these tunnels even existed. I'm serious, this is real. This isn't modded. Go look for yourself. Anyway, once we're inside, we wait a minute to subdue the patrolling guard and make our way to the Black-Briar. He's a talkative one, and doesn't seem to mind that we're dressed up like a bat.
Is this a social call?
After some small talk, we learn that Sibby actually never owned the horse that he sold to Latrush. Instead, it's owned by the Black-Briar family at large. We wave off Sibby's casual attempts to get us to murder his ex-fiancée and leave him to rot in prison. Now we've got something that we can use to start putting the hurt on the Black-Briars and help out one of the people of Riften at the same time, taking back the Black-Briar's prized breeding stallion. The trip to the Black-Briar Lodge is rather uneventful, except for a chance encounter with one of Jarl Freeze's henchmen.
My name is Freeze.
But that's a story for another time. And there it is, our target. The fierce storm will help to cover our tracks as we approach the manor, and it doesn't look like there are too many guards on patrol. But we're gonna play a little game and test your stealth mettle right now. Yes, that's right. You, random viewer. Can you spot the biggest threats in this picture? Is it A, the open field approaching the doors? B, the guards? Or is it C, this chicken over here? Did you get it? If you chose C, you're spot on, my friend. That's right. Animals can report your crimes in Skyrim, and they can even detect you with max stealth. Since the front and sides are heavily guarded by Maven's menagerie of animal minions, we'll have to focus our assault on the backside of the estate. If we're lucky, they'll never see us coming.
Khajiit is always watching for thieves and pickpockets. Oh, the wind blows bitter cold in this place. Oh, for the salt spray, the creak of the mast, and the clash of sabers. Those were the days. Hello, who is there? Gonna rip you open! Don't be a fool. Put the thought out of your mind. I know I heard something. What manner of magic is this? It's like the ancient legends. Is what you want? Ha! What in the world? Can't a man have a bit of privacy? Ha! What a coward. No!
With the mercenaries subdued and the chickens out front cleanly avoided, we can safely collect the deed and lineage papers for the stallion. Taking Frost from the stables after that is no issue, and we're off into the woods to rendezvous with Louis Latruche. He's definitely shocked to see us, but doesn't look the heavily armored gift bat in the mouth.
Ha! You've done it.
Another night, another wrong righted, and the Batman makes his return to the safety of Honeyside Manor. As great as it would be to rub this little victory in Maven's face, it'll be even sweeter to watch her panic knowing her entire operation is being picked apart by the Bat of Riften. Now there's still a great deal of work to be done in the city, but maybe things will begin to look up now that someone is finally taking the fight to the Black-Briar Mafia. For now, though, Bruce has earned a well-deserved rest, and takes some time to sit for dinner with his trusted butler. Oh, what? You got nothing to say now, huh? And where's your shirt, damn it? We talked about this, Alfred. I get it. You're still mad about the skooma? It's cool. I'll just take my pie to the cave then, man. No biggie.
Looking hale and healthy. It's good to see you again.
Okay, whatever, man. Now that we've managed to stop the flow of illicit drugs into Riften, as well as send a message to Maven Black-Briar and her cronies, there's really only one final objective left to meet for the time being: rooting out and locking up each and every member of the Thieves Guild. The guild loves to think that they're all elusive sorts, but the day that we returned to the city, we were approached by a man named Brynjolf in the market, who all but begged us to join his little guild. He accused us of being a thief and cheating and stealing our way to our massed fortune. Why would he say that? I wouldn't. No. We're not just going to take that insult to the Wayne legacy lying down. We sent Brynjolf packing the first time around and never managed to get him to confess to the location of the guild. But after having to evade capture by the guards a few nights in a row, we've already stumbled onto their secret base in the Ratway beneath the city. The guild just loves to mark their territory, and after all we've been through, it hasn't exactly been difficult to locate them. With the city recovering rapidly and people finally feeling free to walk the streets again, Riften has started to come alive. We don't want to let the guild reestablish their control before we can finish what we started, so we need to move quickly. The night falls, and on this starry-skied evening of renewed hope, we set out to start our ambush where it all began, in the markets, with Brynjolf the Cutpurse in our sights.
Try to be best, cause you're only a man, and a man's got to learn to take it. Try to believe, though the going gets rough, that you gotta hang tough to make it. History repeats itself, try and you succeed. Never doubt that you're the one, and you can have your dream. You're the best around, nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around, and nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around, nothing's gonna ever keep you down. Fight to the end, cause your life will depend on the strength that you have inside you. I gotta be proud, standing out in the crowd when the odds in the game defy you. Try your best to win them all, and one day time will tell. When you're the one left standing there, you reach the final bell. You're the best around, nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around, nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around, nothing's gonna ever keep you down. Coco Punch!
The town guard are at a loss for words as we drag each of the guild's unconscious members into the cells, but nobody gets in our way. It seems we've finally started to earn some respect for all the work that we've been doing for them. But hey, we're all on the same side in the end. Even though I may have broken a few of their limbs over the last few nights. Water under the bridge, my guy. Ah, Riften, you've been kind to my family, and I'm glad we could finally start to return the favor. While Bruce will continue to live in relative anonymity, the people of Riften now know that there's someone out there to help them in their hour of need. They may hunt us, but we can take it. We are their silent protector, a watchful guardian, a dark knight. What? What do you mean I did the quote wrong? Well, Captain.
Oh, it's Commander now? You really started something. Skooma dealers running scared, hope on the streets. But the Ratway is lost, and we still haven't picked up Maven or half the thugs at Black-Briar that she hired.
And?
What about escalation?
Escalation?
We start carrying crossbows, they buy dwarven crossbows. We start wearing steel plate, they buy destruction spells. And you're wearing a helm, and jumping off rooftops. Take this buy. Armed robbery, double homicide. Got a taste for the theatrical, like you. Leaves a calling card.